everybody, welcome to another episode of Mo Knowledge, Childhood Bedroom Edition. This week, we are going to be talking about women in the 117th Congress, the pros and the cons. Pro! At least 141 women will serve in Congress next year, breaking the record of 127 that was set in 2019. Con, women still make up just under a quarter of the 535 seats in both the House and the Senate. Pro, for the first time, voters in Missouri elected a black woman to the House, Washington State elected a Korean American woman to the House, New Mexico's 3-member delegation to the House will be made up entirely of women of color, and a woman will represent Wyoming in the Senate. But, alas, con, there are still only 50 women of color in Congress in total. Pro, House Democrats are adding 9 new women, which balances out those they lost to defeat and retirement, increasing their numbers to 89 for now. But con, Republicans this year have elected at least 15 non-incumbent women to the House, which means that the number of Republican women in the House will at least double. Now, allow me to clarify why I consider this last bit to be a con. I'm not saying that all Republican women lack at least some semblance of a feminist agenda, even though, who am I kidding? If you don't support a person with a uterus's right to choose, that makes you inherently anti-feminist, pal. I'm just saying that the agendas of these Republican women in particular are pretty disconcerting. For example, Nancy Mace from South Carolina's 1st District served as the Trump campaign's South Carolina Field Director and Coalitions Director in 2016. Beth Van Doon from Texas's 24th District served the Trump administration in the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Nicole Maliotakis from New York's 11th District ran heavily against efforts to defund the police. Maria Elvira Salazar from Florida's 27th District ran against what she warned was the rise of socialism in the Democratic Party, although there are a lot worse things that could be on the rise in the Democratic Party. Lauren Boebert from Colorado's 3rd District is a fierce gun rights activist and QAnon conspiracy sympathizer. And last but certainly not least, Marjorie Taylor Greene from Georgia's 14th District is yet another QAnon sympathizer, as well as an ardent Trump supporter who believes the Democrats' efforts to combat the coronavirus are tyrannical. This record-breaking rise of Republican women in the upcoming Congress has said to be in part to better recruiting, as well as seeing the success of Democratic women in the 2018 election. After examining all this, I think that the lesson to be learned is that while it's good for us to celebrate the wee baby victories we achieved this election, it should not allow us to become complacent. Keep fighting against injustice and fighting for truth and equality. And keep fighting for cute-ass little baby owls like this to remain in their Christmas tree homes. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Mo Knowledge. Remember, Mo Knowledge is Mo Power, and I cannot wait to see you back at my normal desk next week. I can't wink.